Welcome to the Plume Network, a home dedicated to real-world assets and DeFi, where users can earn airdrops, yield, and exclusive rewards. In this video, we will show you exactly how to get started as a beginner on the Plume Network. So before we begin, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, and let's dive straight into it. And to begin with, my friends, we are currently on the Plume website, so you can see everything you need to know about this network here. As you can see, there's $5 billion in assets in the pipeline, over 200 ecosystem partners, and a TVL of over $330 million. They've got a fantastic ecosystem, they've got fantastic rewards available, and we've got a full tutorial for you guys to check out. So once you're ready, all we're going to do is enter the Plume portal. Now, once we're over here, we need to very simply get ourselves logged in, of which we're going to do with an EVM compatible wallet. I'm personally going to do MetaMask. Once you're in, as you can see, it is going to introduce us. Welcome to the Plume portal. Dive into the Plume ecosystem and discover the vibrant world of RWA5. Swap into RWA tokens and enjoy safe, stable yields that don't go away. Backed by real-world assets, fully liquid, rigorously audited and protected. Let's begin. So, Plume points, what are these? Engage with the Plume ecosystem by depositing TVL with trading activity, completing quests, staking your assets, and referring your friends. So the more active that you are on the Plume network, the more Plume points that you will earn, the more airdrops that you will earn, and the more rewards that you will earn. The more Plume points you earn, the better your rewards in Season 2, of which is going to be the upcoming seasonal airdrop, which we can see over on X. As you can see, my friends, down below, we've got everything about the Genesis, and then, of course, we have got the Season 2 of the Plume airdrop. So loyal goons can now earn Plume points for meaningful on-chain activity in our ecosystem, with exclusive perks for users that explore our portal week after week. Earn rewards and yield through Royco Protocol and Enzo Build, with a multitude of markets available for users to allocate across top RWA5 dApps or through Merkle XYZ incentives. Scroll down, take a look at everything on this tweet, guys, and then of course we want to get ourselves prepared for the Seasonal 2 airdrop. Although this isn't directly just an airdrop tutorial for the Plume network, this is a complete beginner's guide on how to use, set up the network, and a bonus airdrop for the Plume users. So once we're ready, guys, we can see that we're going to also earn Plume incentives by leveraging the yield optimizer, joining Royco campaigns, and staking Plume. This is all going to be optional, but don't worry, guys, we'll show you everything that we need to do. So, as you can see, I've already got assets on the Plume network. That was just from a few experiments a while back. But of course, we're going to show you how to get started from scratch. Now, you can see I've got 0 Plume points. I've got 0 Plume earnings, and I've got a 0 spin streak, of which we can do on a daily basis. So, that's our first step, to very simply just spin it. Daily spin, we could earn ourselves some nice rewards here. You can see 2.9 million Plume has already been paid out on the daily spin. So in order to spin, you're going to need to use 2 Plume tokens. So if you want to do that, you're going to very well have to do that. Now, I'm going to very simply spin it and let's see what we can win. Hopefully something nice. What is that? I have no idea what that is yet, but we have just won ourselves Plume tokens. Well, we've actually just got a 5x on that spin, so it's actually great. You've earned 10 Plume tokens in comparison to that 2 Plume tokens that we spent. Here, this week's prize, 15,000 Plume. Maintain a 9-day spin streak to qualify for 15,000 Plume rewards. Last week's winner won 13,000. Guys, that is absolutely nuts. So the fact that we can come on here every single day to potentially earn massive rewards is crazy. And the best part is, for the next 4 or 5 days, I've got myself free spins because I won 10 Plume tokens. Lovely. Next, guys, if you scroll yourself down, you can see that we've got some raffles. So you can use tickets that you earn in order to earn raffles and then utilize them for, I don't know, this car or an Apple Vision Pro headset or the DJI Avatar drone or whatever you guys want. You can see the value in comparison. You can even win Pokemon cards. I probably will go for one of these as well because I'm absolutely loving my Pokemon at the moment. Yes, I'm a little bit addicted to it, but that's because of the nostalgia. If you've got any Pokemon cards, I'd love to hear about them in the comment section down below. But let's continue with the Plume network tutorial. So you know what to do on a daily basis. We can do this daily spin. However, guys, you are going to need to have those Plume tokens, and therefore, if you haven't been able to do this yet, we're first going to head over to the bridge. And this bridge enables us to move assets directly into the Plume network, where we want to utilize it in our wallet. So you can see here that I've got the Plume network already set up, but for those who are brand new, all you're going to want to do is head over to this bridge section, and you're going to see that this is powered by Relay. So this is a little bonus airdrop, guys, because we've been farming the Relay airdrop on our YouTube channel for a very long time, and you can even check out the airdrop tutorial in the description down below. However, here, guys, on the right hand side, you can see that it says directly on the Ethereum network. but you can actually bridge any tokens and then power it into the Plume network. So for example, if I wanted to sell, I don't know, Ethereum on the base network, or if I wanted to sell Ethereum on Unichain or Inc, or whichever networks that I've got set up, for example, Arbitrum or Optimism, like I said, all I would do is very simply choose my token. Now, for example, let's just say I wanted to sell, I don't know, 0.008 of my Ethereum, which is roughly $30. You will see that it's going to translate into Plume tokens, which is exactly what I want to do. Now, it says the price impact is higher than usual, so you could consider bridging via Stargate if that's, of course, what you wanted to do. Now, personally, just because of the ease, I'm going to use the bridge right here, and I'm not losing that much, to be honest with you. However, I'm just going to swap it, and it will only take a few seconds to bridge from Optimism, my Ethereum tokens, into Plume tokens on the Plume network. I personally think this is the easiest method possible. However, there is one more option I will show you because I think it is also a lovely option and is very cheap as well. So if we go over to the famous platform that I love to use, which is known as gas.zip, you can literally use any network to power up any other network. So for example, if you didn't have any Plume tokens on the Plume network, you could use your Ethereum tokens on the Ethereum network, you could use your Sol tokens on the Solana network, or your AVAX tokens on the Avalanche network to bridge over and refuel the Plume network. So for example, let me show you. If I wanted to use some of my tokens on, I don't know, the Inc network or the Katana network, or even Linear for that matter, let's just say it was Arbitrum. As you can see, we would select an amount that we want to send. It could be $1, it could be $50, it could be $100, whatever you want. I'm just going to do very simply $17 as an example. I'm now going to search for the Plume network on the left hand side, and now I'm going to very simply send off the amount of tokens that I want to send off. Once you've done that, guys, you'll see that I'm going to receive roughly 175 Plume tokens. Literally, guys, it's just a couple clicks and you've received your tokens. It doesn't even take that long to get, guys. The gas.zip protocol is extremely fast, the Arbitrum network is extremely fast, and the Plume network is extremely fast. So those are two ways to get tokens over to your network. Of course, you can utilize a centralized exchange if the option is available for you. However, you can now see, if we refresh the page, guys, and we now head over to the home section, we have now got $60 worth of tokens on the Plume network. So if we go up into our MetaMask, we can now see that we've got 611.93 Plume tokens. Fantastic. You can see the spin streak, you can see the earnings, X, Y, and Z. What's next, guys? Now that you've bridged tokens, if you haven't already, check out the spin streak, which we've already done. After that, guys, what we can do is very simply go to the Guardians of Plume. Join the movement, earn rewards, unlock badges, and make every transaction count. Here we can see, guys, they've got a goal of which that they want to get 60 million transactions from 30, of which was their first goal. Here, make transactions, climb the tiers, and earn rewards. You're 19 transactions away from tier 1. Now, I know I've done more than one transaction on Plume already, but that's because I hadn't already signed up to the Plume portal. Only if you've signed up to the Plume portal, the transactions that you make from now will obviously count. Any ones before that will not. So let's continue. As you can see, we want to complete 20 transactions at the minimum to reach tier 1 of the Guardians of Plume. Exactly what we want to do. So you can see tier 1 is Guardian Initiate. 100 transactions will get you Guardian Protector, and you can see that the more that you do, the more Plume points that you will earn, the more Plume points that you can earn, the bigger airdrop that you receive. So you can see here, stack your transactions from the daily spin, level up from quests, and discover apps on the ecosystem section. So what we want to do is, guys, we want to explore these quests, and these quests will enable us to earn more points. Get set up with the essentials to utilize Plume's RWA-Fi ecosystem. If you want to do this, we've already bridged. Next, it says mint PUSD, so we can do this. Come over here, very simply come down, get yourselves logged in if you want to do this, of course. Next, you can choose to use your USDC on Plume or Ethereum. It's entirely up to you. I'm personally going to do the Plume network. I've only, of course, got 53 cents worth of USDC, so if you want to get PUSD, all you're going to do is come over to the portal, go to the swapping section. Next, you're going to swap some Plume tokens into USDC, as you can see here. I'm just going to choose, I don't know, maybe 50 of my Plume tokens. Once you've swapped it, not only is that a second transaction, but we can now then head back over to PUSD. We can now give the page a refresh. Then we can see that we've got our USDC here. If I want to use all of them, I can very well do so. It's entirely up to you. Next, when we've done this, give it a minute or so, and then as you can see, guys, it is already done. We can go back to the Plume portal. Next, if we go back over to the level up section where we were completing the quest, as you can see, straight away it's been completed. You can see here, swap on Rooster, apparently that's completed as well. That's completed as well. Boom, all completed. I don't know how I've done all of these, but apparently I did. If you haven't, Very simply do so, just swap like it asks you to do, and bang, we've just earned ourselves 50 Plume points and a lovely badge. Your Plume points will be added to your account at 12 AM UTC, basically the following day. So that is quest 1, guys. So simple and so easy, and you can see this little completed badge alongside the points that you've earned. Also, you can see how many users have completed this. Next, we can see that by completing the next one, we'll earn 50 points, 50 points, 50 points, 50 points, 50 points. And guys, basically these are all that you want to do. You just want to keep completing all of the quests that are available, and then on the home page at 12 AM UTC, well, once every single day, you'll be able to see your points update, and that obviously accumulates with your points that you are doing from swapping, from providing liquidity, or whatever you may be doing on this ecosystem. So going back over to level up, the next step, I'm just going to very simply show you another quest. I'm not going to go through them all, guys, but you know exactly what to do. They give you a complete guide here of which you can follow. Nonetheless, I'm just going to show you one more. For example, this boosts real world yields by providing liquidity on our dexes. So for example, if you wanted to just do this one protocol, which is Rooster protocol, get yourselves logged in if you want to, of course, do this. After you're in, as you can see, we know we've got PUSD and we've got Plume tokens, so we could choose this one. After that, guys, you don't even have to deposit that much. Honestly, it's just a tutorial, but if I was to select one PUSD, automatically it's going to balance out the amount of Plume tokens I need, and all you need to do is just basically continue. If you want to do this, boom, by all means you can. If not, guys, you can avoid these steps. You don't have to complete all the quests. Once you've done that, you can head back over to the Plume portal. As you can see, straight away it updates, and we've got ourselves another 50 points. So honestly, it's entirely up to you which ones you want to complete, guys. Nothing is obligatory. However, the more that you can do, the more points that you will earn. Another one here, Plume Staking. So this is something that I wanted to show you, and you can do so by heading over to the left-hand side, which is staking. Now, this is going to also earn you 5% APY, which is absolutely fantastic to start off with. Therefore, get yourselves logged in. I know it's another protocol entirely. However, you can see your Plume tokens if you want to delegate to the Plume Foundation or whichever validator that you want. It's entirely up to you. Me personally, I'm going to do the Plume Foundation, seeing as it's their tutorial. I'm now going to very simply choose an amount. It could be 28, it could be 10, it could be 1,000, it could be 10,000, whatever you want. Continue. And you'll see that in a second it would have staked. Now bear in mind, guys, that there is this unstake period of 21 days. So that means if you were to unstake today, you would have to wait 21 days for the tokens to process before you can withdraw them. So if you are ever ready to do that, go to unstake, very simply choose an amount that you want to unstake. If you hit that unstake button now, like I said, you have to wait 21 days until you can get them back into your wallet. However, I'm going to leave them in there for now. I can see my rewards down here, of which I can claim once they are ready. And of course, this is going to help me qualify for the Plume points and the Plume airdrop. So that's the next step, guys. You can very simply just check out all of these different quests. If, of course, you go over to the staking one, automatically it done it, and we didn't even need to go through directly to the step 1 quest. Instead, we just went over to the tab of which was on the left-hand side, and we can now head back and just check out all the other quests that we want to do. Nonetheless, my friends, once we've done that, after that, you can very simply head back over to the swapping section, swap tokens back and forth for more points. If, of course, you want to now go over to the ecosystem and just check out other protocols within the ecosystem, this is also going to help you earn points. So this is where you're going to see decentralized exchanges, borrowing and lending protocols, cross-chain swapping protocols, bridges, GameFi protocols, all sorts of DeFi applications and RWA applications, which you can check out all on the Plume Ecosystem tab. Now, for example, guys, I'm just going to pick out a random one of which we can use. For example, seeming as earlier we were showing you the Relay cross-chain protocol, which was integrated directly onto the bridge. If we go to the explore section, you can head over to Relay directly. As you can see, if you launch it open, boom, all you would want to do is get yourselves logged in, as you can see. And from here, guys, you can very simply bridge to and from the Plume network. Say, for example, you wanted to move tokens out of the Plume network. Up top, you could very simply move your tokens. So if I was to select 100 tokens, I could move those tokens directly onto the Ethereum network, of which would then go into ETH tokens. Entirely up to me. You can even do a native swap on Relay, so this could be used as a decentralized exchange. If I search the Plume network, down below I want to swap into USDC on the Plume network. As you can see, I would very simply be able to swap 100 Plume tokens into USDC tokens on the Plume network. So simple and so easy. If I wanted to do 10, I could do so. If I wanted to do 1, I can do so. If I now wanted to bridge from another network, let's just say I wanted to bridge from Base and I wanted to bridge all the way over to Plume, I could very well bridge into Plume tokens, USDC tokens, wrapped ETH, whatever really, guys. The choice is entirely yours. This is why I love Relane personally, and this is why I'm trying to qualify for their airdrop as well. This is a nice little bonus which you guys can use if of course you want to use this protocol. Honestly, there are so many different protocols within the Plume ecosystem. This is just one tutorial, and as you can see, I'm going to be bridging more ETH from Base over to Plume just as a guide. Now friends, basically this is the Plume network in a nutshell. If you want to look out for any other protocols in particular, you would again head back over to the ecosystem tab, of which you'll be able to find anything you want. You can either A, narrow it down by selecting bridge, DEX, derivatives, earn, gaming, infra, launchpad, lending, or marketplace. Or if you had anything in mind, guys, by all means, hit it in the search bar. It's entirely up to you. You can also filter things down by the Plume points. So for example, if I filtered all of them, filtered the Plume points, you can see by utilizing Ambient, by utilizing Arbitrum, Espectre, Avalon, Camelot, Canary, Curve Finance, any of these protocols down here, guys, you can actually earn yourself Plume points. Now this is actually fantastic. We've also got Plume incentives, so you can see down here all the protocols of which are offering Plume reward incentives just by utilizing their protocols. So we've got Mystic, Nest, Plume Staking, Plume X with Royco, Rooster, X, Y, and Z. You've also got the ability to level up by utilizing these features here, which probably you know already, and they'll probably be in the quest section. Nonetheless, guys, after that, on the left, you've got the more section. So here you can check out the Royco, which enables you to earn real world asset yields. I did show you this just a second ago. If you see that down here on the Plume incentives, you can see Plume crosses Royco. Nonetheless, going back, you got your profile as well, guys. So here, you'll be able to see exactly what you've earned. So you'll see all of your badges. So I've unlocked 7 of them. I've got this one here, Quest 3, Quest 5, Plume Chef, Yield Hatchling, Quest 1, Quest 6, and here, Trade Hatchling. So you want to complete all of these, guys. You can see exactly how to do so by joining Discord and of course engaging with the community. You can earn this badge. Here, Eco Day Roll. User Eco Day Roll in Discord earns 50 points. Another one for Goon Moderator Roll, Guardians of Plume Tier 1. And exactly, you know what to do just by joining Discord and of course referring friends and exploring the ecosystem. After that, guys, you'll be able to see everything here. So for example, if you want to level up in the Sky Society by being active in Discord, on Twitter, and through Plume's RWFI ecosystem, you get started here. So I'm going to do so with both X and Discord, like you can see myself. That's number 1. Number 2 is Discord. Boom, that is that. And from here, you just want to stay active in their communities. So that is very important. And you can see I'm currently a Sparrow tier, which is right at the bottom or just above an Egg. So Egg tier 1, no badges, no roles. Sparrow tier 2, 5 badges. And I've got my Discord X, Y, and Z. And I even earned 50 points for that. Pigeon is tier 3, so what I need to do is get 3 trades and a 2-day daily spin streak and stake the Plume for at least 1 day. That's 100 points. I can very well do that, and I will need to get the Discord role as well, which is the little goon role, and I'll need 10 badges. Raven, you can see what you need. Hawk, you can see what you need. Falcon, Eagle, and then the final one is the Phoenix. After that, guys, you can see all of your assets down below. You can see all the points that you've earned. You can see exactly when the next point update will be, which is going to be at midnight. And then down below, guys, you can see your TVL daily streak. You can see your volume generated, the trades that you've done, your referrals. So if you've got any friends here, guys, by all means, invite your friends. Very simply, you will earn 10% of the Plume points your top 10 referrals earn. So I'm going to invite you guys. If you want to use it, I would highly appreciate it. If you don't, I understand and it's no problem whatsoever, but I appreciate everyone who does. After that, guys, we've checked out the profile section. We've also got the leaderboard. So if you want to see here that I am 339,000 in the world with 0 points, of course, I need to wait for the next daily update and then I'll climb up that leaderboard. But to be honest with you, I'm not going to be able to compete with these other users who have got TVLs of 180 grand X, Y, and Z. I know I haven't got that much on here, guys, but I'm just getting started. This is just a tutorial and just a guide for you guys so that you can check out the Plume Network, see what they have to offer. This might be an ecosystem that you love because it is very rewarding. And in today's world, this is exactly what we want. A Web3 ecosystem that is rewarding, fun, cheap, and fast, and of course has a superior ecosystem just like the Plume Network. After that, guys, like I said, just check out the daily spin every single day. I've already earned back my return, so all we want to do is come on here, very simply spin it, and then all we need to do is very simply come back every 24 hours. Last but not least, guys, we've already checked this out, but we've got Guardians of the Plume. So like I said, we want to now start stacking up those transactions so we can get these badges, we can get the Plume points, and of course, just keep climbing. 100 transactions, 200 transactions, all the way up to 400 transactions and beyond. If you get to the top 100, guys, you will become a Guardian Infinite, which gives you 8,888 Plume points and a legendary exclusive badge only for those top 100s. Now, friends, thank you so much for tuning into the Plume Network tutorial. If you have any questions about it whatsoever, please let us know in the comment section down below. But we've shown you how to do everything from swapping to bridging, from very simply leveling up and utilizing the RWA ecosystem that they offer. Also, don't forget to join their communities, of which, like I said, is going to be another important factor. Stay up to date over on X because they're consistently updating us with all their airdrop information and so on. I don't think it will be that long until the Season 2 airdrop is over, and therefore we are probably preparing ourselves better for Season 3 by getting ready now. However, guys, we've enjoyed going through the Plume Network. We will be back in the future for another tutorial wherever they may fit one. However, if you have any questions regarding the airdrop, if you have any questions regarding new content that you want to see, let us know, guys. We make this content for you and we appreciate every single one of you who tunes in. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button because it really shows support on our channel. And friends, we'll see you in the next video.